Welcome to your daily focus for January the 7th, 2020. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. So we have January the 7th. The 7th is a chariot energy, right? Pull back. Think about your plan. Think about where you want to go. If we add the numerology together for the day, it is a 12, which is a 3. And we've just gone through a whole year of 12 and 3 energy. The hangman, to just be in the moment, to go with the flow, to surrender, to let go of control in maybe one area of your life or several. Okay. And 1 plus 2 is 3, which is the empress, which is the child, the inner child within us. Birth, fertility, starting new things. The empress is one of our highest intuitives and highest diplomats in our deck. And she can take the advice of many, but it's her decision at the end of the day. To go on new adventures, to try new things, to give birth to something, a creation, an invention, a new career, a family, a new relationship, or rebirthing, bringing that spark back to the relationship again. Tony Robbins says it so well. You just really can't top his analogy. If you treat every day like the first day of the relationship, there will never be a last day. And sometimes we get complacent. We get, when you first met, if you were asked to take the garbage to the curb, of course I will. Fast forward 6 months, couple of years, and they say, honey, will you take the garbage to the curb? Well, why don't you get off your butt and do it yourself? I'm not doing that tonight. I always end up doing it. We're so fast to, all of a sudden we get comfortable, right? And we sometimes let our true identities out a little bit, but sometimes we just, we forget that even taking the garbage to the curb is an act of love. We have the sun in Capricorn. The moon is now in Gemini, so we'll be more curious, more active. We'll want to investigate different things. Don't get hung up on just one thing. Gemini energy is very much about, it is the inner child. The Gemini is the inner child, and letting that child out to play and run and explore. So maybe that's what we just need to do today, is we just need to allow ourselves to explore and find joy and happiness in the simplest of things. Let's see what the cards have to tell us, though. But with the January the 7th, adjustments to the plan. Pay attention to where you are going, where you're putting your energy. Is it something that you really desire? Something that you want? Is it a goal? Or is it somebody else's agenda? Somebody else's want or need? Make sure you're doing things for you. If you are balanced, if you are grounded, or if you are full of joy, everybody around you reaps the rewards of that. We have the Four of Swords. Yeah, rest, recuperation. Now, we are in new moon. We are in the solar eclipse energy. So this is knowing that you have been through the hard stuff. Knowing that there is a different world awaiting you. A new path. Typically this is the warrior. The warrior comes in from the battlefield, hangs up their arm, or takes off their arm, or hangs up their weapons, and lays down to recuperate. But they know when they open their eyes again, the scenery is going to be completely different. The environment is going to be completely different than the one from which they came from. There's going to be joy and sunlight and happiness and peaceful moments. And to look forward to them and how you can create them in your life and how you can step into them in your life and what you need to do or become in order to reap the rewards of joy and happiness in your life. The Knight of Pentacles. Trusting your intuition today is, wow, it'll get you so far. You'll be able to read people better. You'll be able to read situations better. You'll be able to look at something and have a clear or a clarity about what you're looking at. To come to some decisions, to come to some conclusions. To have a better understanding. Trust in that gut feeling, in that little voice inside. How many times have we said, I knew I shouldn't have done that. There was just, I had that feeling. So pay attention to your gut. Don't go against it. You get that feeling that it's a great thing, then go for it. See what happens. Go with the flow. Very much like the Hangman energy. Go with the flow. See what happens. Don't try and control the situation. Let the situation go on its own and see where it leads you. And the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is about pausing. It's about reflecting. So very much like the Four of Swords, we're pausing, we're reflecting. So much like the Chariot energy, we're pausing and reflecting. So I'm finding this, difficult because I'm all ready to do something about, solar eclipse energy, new moon energy. And here we have a lot of rest, recuperation, giving thanks for this moment in time. Asking. This is saying affirmations of what you want your path to look like going forward, what you want to come in, support, love, protection, clarity, love. So at some point, allow yourself to be in a state of gratitude for what you have at this very moment in time. And don't forget to ask for the things that you want to step into before we jump back up on our horse. Before we ride off into the sunset to our new tomorrow. Take a moment. Take a breath. Slow it down. Think about what you are doing or what you are saying or what you are trying to step into or step away from. We get a well-being card. I choose to be here in this glorious physical body. To be this me has been my choice. To be this me has been my choice. Sometimes that is a really bitter spoonful of medicine that we have to swallow sometimes. Is to realize that our choices up to this point has got us to our here and now. And we're not very comfortable or happy with parts of our here and now. And so we want to change it. So know that your choices led you to here. So your choices will lead you to your success, to your happiness. This glorious physical body, I choose to be here. And you've chosen to be here in this moment, in this time. You are exactly where you need to be. Do not worry about that. Do not fear that you're out of time or you missed the opportunity or you should have acted on this, back when you had this going for you or that going for you. None of that is a reality. Those are words you're telling yourself. Be excited that you have this breath, you have this body, you have a path that you can choose to walk towards. You chose the opportunity to experience this delicious contrast and co-create with other joy-seeking beings to fine-tune the process of deliberate thought. What, where, when, and with whom you create are your choices too. And maybe we need to get stronger in our no when people ask us to do certain things, or it's always better to say no first, okay? If you say, oh no, I can't, they'll keep looking, okay? And go home and think about it. And, do you want to do that? Would it be fun? And then give them a call. Chances are they're trying to recruit you for some work. So give them a call in, a few hours and say, hey, I don't know if you found anybody, but my schedule is open. I could give you a hand if you want. You will be the superhero of the day. Rather than saying, oh, of course I will, and then go, you know what? I always do that. I'm going to phone them right now and say no. You won't be the superhero. You will be the superhero to your own soul, to your own destiny, but they may not like you as much going forward. So, you know what? Say no, or I have to look at my schedule, or I'll get back to you, or something, but stop saying yes, yes, yes. I will do, I will do, I will do. Start doing for you. So what you are doing, where you are doing it, with whom you are doing it with, it is your choice. So keep it your choice. Take back your empowerment. Maybe you gave some of your power away in a relationship or at one point or another in time. And it's time to reclaim that. Do things for you. And that's not selfish. That's not egotistical. Because the joy, the happiness that you gain out of doing things that are right choices for you, it really does. Everybody else benefits from that in your world. The owl comes back with wisdom. No, I passed him. He flew right by. Second sight. Magic, secrets, truth, and wisdom. A wise old owl lived in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why can't we all be like that wise old bird? If owl has arrived in your reading, it symbolizes the wisdom that you have, which spans your earthly years. Those who come in contact with you may be drawn to you for sage advice, your second sight, your keen ability to keep secrets. You can sense the truth and untruth in people and in situations, though you don't always follow through on your gut instincts. Owl tells you that in interpreting, didn't I start the reading with something about your gut instincts? Owl tells you that you are interpreting the signs correctly and believe in your psychic abilities, which are a gift. Owl can also mean that there is someone keeping a secret from you or being untruthful. This is not you being overly sensitive. Follow through on the feelings you have with your second sight, for if you don't, you may indeed regret it later on. So owl comes back to stamp in that first part. I don't even know why. Maybe it was with the numerology or the planets. Be more like that wise old owl. Believe in yourself. Believe in your gut feelings. Listen to them. Follow them. See where they take you. See where they lead you. Give some thought today, okay? With the Chariot energy, the Four of Swords energy, even the what was it? The Page or the Knight of Wands. It's all telling us to take a deep breath, to sit and contemplate what our next steps are going to be. Do we need to change the plan in some way? Do we need to add steps? Do we need to take away steps? Where's the tweaking needed? Where's the adjusting needed? Take a deep breath. Don't be so fast to move forward that you miss or you glide over things that need attention. And take time to think about it, because you might give a lot of attention to things that didn't need your attention in the first place, and you can glide on through. There'll be a clarity and understanding coming in today. Just sit and take a couple of deep breaths. Let the tension out. With each exhale, just allow the tension to go out. And you do that midday, and you'll be surprised how much tension you actually feel leaving your body. Because we pick up on all the negative things that we go through in our whole morning, and we do it subconsciously. We don't even realize we're doing it. Somebody didn't give you a great service at the coffee shop, or somebody cut you off on your way to work, or you missed the bus by 5 minutes. And these kinds of attitudes, these kinds of negative thoughts can snowball. And so by the end of the day, you're not even seeing clearly. You're not even thinking about sitting down and taking a couple of deep breaths. You want the punching bag in front of you to get rid of some of that stress, rid of some of that tension. So do yourself a favor today and just take a couple of deep breaths. And yes, ask your angels, God, your spirit guides, for answers, for clarity, for understanding, for help. They're there to assist you, but you have to ask them. And when they come in to assist you, thank them from the bottom of your heart. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.